Look at that sexy, sexy critter right there. That is a chunk smallmouth. For as far north as we are, whew. Another giant. Oh, easy. Man, this is one of those simple, easy techniques that is so overlooked. Because in today's fast-paced world of bass fishing, everybody wants to cover water and do it in a hurry. But sometimes slowing down and getting back to what you got started is exactly what it takes to get them to munch. He ate it. Oh, man. I saw that fish cruising in the shallows. Oh, you throw this floating flatworm at him and it drives him crazy. I mean, and this is really the simplest form of fishing there is. Every one of you has done it, but it's just a little spin on an old school technique with a modern day spin to it. Oh, and some big time results. This technique is so simple, so easy, and so overthought. You know, it's just a simple way of fishing. And really, you know what led me to this, let me get this fish back in the water before I explain that. Oh, man, it hooks every one of them right. Look at that sexy, sexy critter right there. That is a chunk smallmouth. For as far north as we are, whew, what a beautiful, beautiful fish. Here he goes. Man, that is so, so cool. And as I said, I mean, this isn't rocket science. I mean, this is a technique that every one of you pretty much has fished. I mean, if you fished with a float. I don't care whether it's for trout or panfish, it doesn't matter. You've used a float. But the whole reason I started doing this is when you get to places like this with that clingy rock, you know, the Maxent flatworm is basically a drop shot bait. Most people will tell you they throw it on a drop shot, but throwing a drop shot somewhere like here is an absolute nightmare because, you know, you see the rocks we're fishing. I mean, they're all different sizes, super sticky. You're gonna spend more time getting your weight stuck than you are ever going to be presenting your bait right. And that's where this technique came from. You can adjust the depth depending on where you're fishing on this break. If I'm in 3 feet, I'll move it up higher, I'll move it up lower, but it disconnects your presentation from the bottom. And the bottom is what shuts down your presentation. You get stuck in those rocks and you're gonna spend all day donating tungsten to the lake. This keeps you out of the junk. Don't connect with the bottom, just float above it. And that little Maxent flatworm, it puts that aroma in the water. They smell it. It just sits right there, and they're like, it's not gonna sit there longer. It won't sit there all day. I mean, it's gonna move. It'll leave, won't it? No, it's not leaving. No. Some stuff is just good.